Hey you guys, it's William calling from wiwibloggs.
That's my name, bitch. Listen, so the Nordic region has 5 amazing Eurovision nations. They have actually won 5 of the last 10 contests. So we have to go around and say which Nordic entry is our favorite. Are you ready?
Let's do this!
Devin, what is your favorite Nordic entry of 2016?
Can we just work out what the Nordics are? So we're looking at Finland. We're looking at Denmark. Sweden.
If I were sorry, if I were sorry.
Iceland.
I hear them calling me, I hear them whispering.
And Norway.
We are running a poll on wiwibloggs, and it's only been open for about a day, but thus far Iceland has jumped into a commanding lead. She has 41% of all votes, and she's followed by Norway, who has 25%. My favorite is Iceland. And let me tell you why. I think that Iceland is avoiding pop. This is more of a spiritual folk song. It's trying to give us something deeper. It's not pop music, it's 3 minutes of art, and I personally love that. People say she's copying Måns and Loreen. No. Måns and Loreen did not invent shadows. They did not invent close camera crops. These things have existed, since cameras have existed. Shadows have been around, since the dawn of time. I just find it very silly.
Since human beings existed. I mean, the reality is that you can be inspired by shadows. You can be inspired by past Eurovision acts, but I don't see it as a copy and paste. I think that she's taken elements of it and she's interpreted it in her own unique way.
She's made it her own.
Having said that, a lot of our readers, I notice, are slightly biased towards returnees. So Greta Salome could be in the lead because she's also a familiar name. Norway, for me, I'm going to argue in favor of, because I think Icebreaker is just the most interesting song to listen to. I mean, it's, the tempo shift, the key changes, the sick beats in it.
I've got to say that this is also one of my favorites. This is probably my number 2 in the region. And initially the tempo change I found a little off-putting because I was getting into it and I was waiting for some big kind of typical diva power chorus. And then instead she broke it down. She got all slow and it was jarring at first. But on repeat listen, it really, really works.
It takes residency in your sort of thoughts in your brain. And Agnete's voice, it's just, this soft soprano over this sort of, it's almost dubstep, but it's not because it just changes tempo. It's really, really good. Having said that, William, there are a couple of disappointments in that region too.
Well, let's go down the rest of our table. Sweden is in 3rd place with 17% of the vote, followed by Denmark with 9%. And in last place, we have Finland, Sandjha, Sing It Away with 8%. Let's take them in turn. Sweden.
If I was sorry, if I were sorry, oh.
Well, Sweden, I'm interested to know, William, because you covered Melody Festival and all the heats and the final. Why is Frans so popular in Sweden?
This is charming. The song is charming, and I think that there's a lot of hate going around the Eurovision fandom, but this isn't all about the song. This is partly about, it's Sweden again, people have an issue with Christer Bjorkman, but I'm trying to put all that to the side and just evaluate the song on the song's merits, and I really like it.
I know you do.
Yeah, it's the anti-Eurovision song. Things get bigger and louder and flashier, but he's keeping it simple. He's paring it back. It mixes sort of Justin Bieber with Ed Sheeran, so it's riding a current trend. Yeah, it's simple. Yeah, he sounds chit-chatty and speaky, but that works with the casual nature of the song. You have to look at the song on its own merits. I really like it.
Do you think it's enough to match Ireland's victories at the contest overall?
I'm not sure about that. I think it's divisive. I mean, we have to remember, we're inside this Eurovision bubble. I think if we take a step back, people will be less offended by it. I think there are a lot of Eurovision fans who are just, it's a bit OTT. I'm not sure if it has enough to win. It's so hard to say. We don't have the staging. He can sing live. I think a lot of people criticize his voice early on, but I think he's grown. We saw that during Melody Festival. And it's a strong song. You know, the fact that it almost won the jury vote in Sweden surprised me because I thought it would do really poorly with the juries, but it did very well with the juries, coming second, losing by just 1 point. And then of course winning the televote. Part of his hype within Sweden goes back to the fact that when he was a young child, he released that internet hit about Zlatan Ibrahimovic. So in the minds of Swedes, there's a lot more going on. It's hard to say how this will translate across Europe. What do you think?
I don't like it. I thought that Melody Festival had so many big wigs, so many heavyweights, and so many great songs. Frans to me was not a bad song. It's kind of familiar with the UK sound in some sort of way. But I just thought, I mean, out of the 40 entries, it barely slips into my top 10. So I wouldn't have picked it. Another interesting...
But it is in your top 10.
For Eurovision this year. I'm not sure it is.
Okay.
But another interesting theory, William, is that many people argue that every time the contest has been hosted in Sweden, Denmark always wins. What do you think of this Danish?
That's not going to be happening.
Take my hand and never let go. Side by side, we walk an open road.
I think Soldiers of Love harks back to the boy band craze. I'm thinking when I was in high school, late 90s, early noughties. This is from another era. And I'm sorry, I'm not down with that era. I think they're great singers. I think people will fan wank over them because they're somewhat attractive. I'm not feeling it. You've met them. You talked to them at Dansk Melodi Grand Prix. Forget all of that. What do you think of the song?
I like it now, but it's taken a few listens to get to that point.
Not gonna win Eurovision then. Done. Do we even need to continue?
And let's not leave Finland out.
So in last place in our poll is Sandjha, or as I mistakenly said in our reaction video, Sandjha, like she's a Javanese goddess. This song, I don't want to say disco revival, I want to say hints of disco that don't translate to 2016 for me. It starts off amazing, but then it just goes on loop, and I'm really disappointed by the result.
Yeah, again, winners that emerge from national selections do throw us back, because if I had to pick, she probably wouldn't even be in my top 3 choices.
She wouldn't be in the national final. I'm sorry, the fact is, the Swedish...
But you love UMK.
I love UMK. The Finnish juries saved this. The public only ranked her 3rd, I think. In any event, that's what we think. What do you think? Who is the best Nordic entry of Eurovision 2016 to you? You can let us know here on wiwibloggs.
And please, if you do enjoy our videos, continue to like and subscribe.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, let's do this!
See you later.
Bye!
You want green tea, peppermint tea? You just let me know.